This episode of Stuck in Vermont is made possible by Hotel Vermont and Vermont Tourism.
And after meeting all you guys, I mean, again, it's amazing. Like, I think movies like mine do not do you service.
Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days. My name's Ava Solberger. We are here in downtown Burlington at Merrill's Roxy Cinemas for a screening of the film Neighbors, which is not out in theaters yet.
Question.
Anyone. It could be about anything.
Right here.
What was it like filming and choreographing the fight scene with Zac Efron?
I honestly wasn't thrilled with the dildo going in my mouth. And I think Zach could tell I didn't like it, and so he kept really shoving it in.
University of Vermont fraternity Pi Kappa Alpha raised $27,000 for Hilarity for Charity U, a nonprofit supporting Alzheimer's research that was started by Lauren Miller and Seth Rogen. And as a reward for being the biggest fundraisers, Seth Rogen and his wife Lauren Miller came here to Burlington, Vermont to screen Seth's film Neighbors.
How awesome this amazing group of people are. The fact that you guys did this, I have no words to express the appreciation.
We didn't know how this was going to go at all,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, if all the schools combined raised $26,000, we would have been thrilled.
I would have been thrilled with 20 grand overall.
Exactly.
The
The fact that, like, just this school did that, it's incredible, you know?
It's great seeing the movie. It's great being with Seth. It's great being with Lauren. It's great getting to know them. But taking a step back and staying grounded and realize what really matters. And a lot of our fraternity brothers do care about this disease, so it gave us even more motivation.
The Alzheimer's Association here in Vermont, of which I am the executive director, is just so thrilled that Seth Rogen is here.
We shut down all the theaters here to accommodate all the hubbub going on. Seth Rogen is a great guy. He shook everybody's hand, 180 people, took pictures with 180 people, all the guys from the frat house. He was just a wonderful person, him and his wife.
Fraternities and sororities can be good neighbors?
Yes, absolutely.
They definitely can. Good.
Ask anyone in Burlington. We're great neighbors.
In all honesty, most of the stuff that I knew about fraternities was from movies, like Animal House and Old School and stuff like that. Honestly, Zac Efron probably knew the most people in fraternities out of anyone who was really making the movie, and he wanted to make sure that it kind of spoke to the fraternity life and the brotherhood and kind of upheld the good sides of the fraternity system and not just the partying and filling your house with weed smoke, that kind of stuff, which is also good, don't get me wrong.
We supported the Hilarity for Charity event talent show, and we're here to see the movie with Seth Rogen.
Awesome. And we're Sisters of Kappa Alpha Theta, supporting Pike in their philanthropy.
We're trying to eliminate the stereotypes and really kind of helps our image as well as helping awareness for Alzheimer's disease.
But I think, honestly, it's like young people. Like, it's literally this kind of thing that is the most helpful.
What's it like being married to Seth Rogen?
Well, we met 9 years ago.
Yeah.
My friend was dating his friend.
Yeah, and we met at a party.
We went to a party together.
Yeah. And then we hooked up. It was dope.
Not that night.
Not that night. Yeah, and then I wooed her. Yeah.
Well, when we met, this was before 40-Year-Old Virgin had even come out, and so
I was just a schlubby Jewish guy, not a movie star.
Yeah, so that's right.
I had to work a lot harder back then. Yeah. Well, my wife's mother got diagnosed with Alzheimer's when she was in her early 50s.
I first noticed changes in my mom at my college graduation when I was 22. And, she was just repeating herself, just like saying the same stories over and over again. And unfortunately, both of my grandparents had Alzheimer's. And so I was very familiar with the symptoms.
And then you look into it and you realize that there's really nothing to be done. There's no treatment. There's no cure. There's no doctor will say, like, oh, do this. It might help. Do this. It might help. Like, there's literally zero thing that is scientifically proven to help Alzheimer's in any way, shape, or form.
I, spent a lot of time being angry and frustrated and without hope. But creating Hilarity for Charity has changed that completely for me.
I know a ton of comedians, so I thought, like, oh, we'll throw a comedy show and we'll give the money to the Alzheimer's Association. And then slowly that kind of turned into like an organization, and we started doing it again, and then we started doing it in other cities, and then we came up with this idea.
And I can spend time with my mom now, and not leave in tears. Like, I've told her so much about all of you guys and what you guys have done specifically. When I told her that we raised $130,000 last week, I mean, she doesn't communicate much at all, and her eyes lit up like this. And so, you know, it's really, for me, it's been a really horrible thing that has turned into such a huge blessing.
You know, we've seen with every disease that's out there, when you have a celebrity champion, somebody who has the notoriety, who steps up and urges people to get involved, make a difference, and promotes the importance and their public story of how a disease has affected them, there's nothing more motivating.
When I was young, like, the idea of doing charity was weird. It felt fake. It felt like, what am I going to do? Get up and talk about this stuff that doesn't matter to me? Or like, but eventually you'll find something that does matter to you, and it won't feel fake.
It's important to recognize, you know, what you care about, and like what we're doing, take what you're doing anyway and funneling that into something for good.
When the needs are matched, they flicker back. It's a sack and it grows. You know her eyes are brown and her boots shake. It's not faking, you know.
Yeah, we'll always have a special place in our hearts for Burlington, Vermont.
Good job, Pi Kappa Alpha, changing how people think about fraternities. And we will get Suck 'em Up for you again real soon.
Would you be interested in being special initiated into the Pi Kappa?
Does he get to learn a handshake?
Do I got to do anything? Does it involve butts? Okay, let's do it. What do I do? Okay. I was hoping it would involve butts, just so you know.
Hotel Vermont is personal, purposeful, and natural.
Rustic and modern.
Unique, independent, and unlike anything else.
It's fun, it's exciting, hip and relaxed. It's Vermont, it's Burlington.
Come down for a beer, come stay overnight. We'd love to see you.